Okay, we had a little break. Um, I had to do a meeting, so changed my hat and got some shoes on, damp as they are, because the ground really got a drenching. Um, so let's move along. Now, I want this to be meaningful for you people. Like, look at this stuff. This is everything you're ever going to need. Well, not ever. The modals up here are involved with this humongous circle of fourths and fifths. Why does it have 60 seconds? In other words, a second is actually an arc, but it's because there's 5 shapes and 12 keys. So 5 times 12, and it just goes around, and this is exactly how it happens. With the C and then the C-shaped A, the A-shaped C rather, this is the A-shaped C, and then we get the G-shaped C and the E-shaped C. So it all works. I did all that. Things get on my mind, then sometimes I just give them up, and then, I get away from it and then come back fresh and realize things. Sometimes, and of course it was through making this large list. This was originally a list before I put it in a circle. So I just wanted to review this for you because the video had some technical difficulties, and I defragged my drive and optimized it. What that means is that the computer just moves all the files so that the old, this is an old thing now. New computers don't even have this, but the old armature on the disk drive doesn't have to jump around so much, and it slows things down if the video file is too fragmented. You start to run out of memory. So anyway, just to review everything really quickly, as we move the pattern down, the string shapes go up, so that's in fifths. So if we start on a C, we go up in fifths to D, to A, to E, to C again. As we move the pattern up, okay, it's not wanting to do that, but if I zoom in, it will. So say we start on our regular C pattern, as we move the pattern up, the string shapes go down, and that's like going down in fourths. Alright, so we start with the C string shape on top now. The fourth of C is our string shape E. The fourth of that E, of course, is A. The fourth of that A is, what is the fourth of that D? Fourth of that D is G. Fourth of that G is C. So that's why I made this chart. That's what this chart is all about. And it's valuable because when we get to a hybrid pattern like this that has the long and the shorts, as we move this down, it's going to go to the right away from the fret nut. As we move it up, we're going in fourths. It's going to go towards the fret nut. Okay, so we don't want to go in fourths if we're already at the fret nut, because we won't be able to access it on this pattern. If we're on this pattern, okay, and we move the pattern up, or if we actually move the pattern up, we're going in fourths like that. It moves away from the fret nut. So that's important because we're going at fourths. So that's why we can start like way down here. Here's where my actual fret nut is. So I can do like a C pattern there. Move the pattern up to the E shape right there. You can see it just went over one fret nut. You see, and then for the rest of it, the A is going to be there. The D is going to be there. The A is going to be played there. And the C again there. But now that C is 1/2 step up from the original C. Alright, so up here on this fret nut, that C would be D flat. So you can see how you can use the direction, moving the patterns to go in the proper direction. That's the gist of this chart. Let's go to the next one. Alright, so here we have chart 226, modal pattern movement, fourth and fifth, and guess what? I haven't really made any great discoveries about this yet, so we're going to skip this chart, but it's all set up for exploring and doing what we need to do is show you how the charts help you. So zooming in up here and looking at the situation, I even have a keyboard up here. It's just a multicolor keyboard. The color of the notes are the colors on my guitar here, so you know, to some degree, but this grid is older. It's going to be replaced soon. I promise you. You know, so that you see a lot more white notes on this because I hadn't colored the D and the A. It's light purple, and the A it's light blue on it. I have it on the other guitar, but one of the notes wasn't colored. Can you believe that? You find this out after it's in print, right? So this is all set up. In other words, we have for each shape here, this is a tripentatonic C shape. For each shape we have the C modals here. So C, D minor shaped D minor, E minor shaped E minor, E shaped F, G major shaped G, A minor shaped A minor, 3/6 root right there. Now for the A, the interlocked A cage, so C goes to A in caged now. Now we're not going in fifths, we're going in caged. Okay, I don't know if there's a particular musical scale step between caged shapes, because it's pretty much the same thing. The 3, 4, 5, the A shares the 5, 6. Okay, so there's note sharing there. Certainly the A is the A shape. It's pretty much the same thing. It's the same as the C, so you can't really say it's going anywhere because it's the same thing. However, in that A shape, if we look at a C shape there, here's our C shape C, 5 root 3, 5 root 3. Over in the A shape, we've got 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. There's our D minor. So essentially we're going up in raw shapes, we're going up one caged member. Now let's see what happens when we go from CA to G. Can we still see that C shape in the G? We're pretty much going up a whole step there. It could be this root 4, 6, root 4, 6. Okay, this is our C-shaped fourth right there, our C-shaped fourth. If we take it down here, which is only a whole step up, we've got 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5. So right here we've got an A minor shaped, we've got a C minor shaped D minor, E minor right there. I got it, even though I kind of like, you know, misquoted my brain. It's a C minor shaped E minor right there. So the caged positions actually are pretty much going more or less, I'll say that this much, they are going up in a pentatonic modal scale. Okay, whereas the caged fourths and the fifth, you know, are going up in fourths and fifths. Okay, this is C-shaped C, and then we got E-shaped F and G-shaped G, the fifth. Okay, so we got, and we have the modals for the A up here. So we don't have the circle. The circle for the A is later on down here in this scheme, but this is the same. A there, it's just a different color. So this chart is all set up to see what's happening to the the modal thirds, fourth, the modal third, fourth, the fifth, the second.